You lot are actually mad. The demand for this rebuild with Birmingham City was actually off chops. I mean, we even had a guy make a Twitter account tweeting at me every single day until I rebuilt the Blues. Well, today's that day as we take struggling Birmingham City and turn them into European champions. But lads, if you do go on to enjoy this rebuild, make sure you leave a like on the video. Also, we are trying to hit 400,000 subscribers, and still over 70% of you guys watching the video right now are not subscribed to the channel. So make sure you bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below and join the team today. If you have not had the pleasure of seeing a rebuild video in the past, here are the rules. So the main objective is to win the UEFA Champions League. Every game in the rebuild is simulated except for the Champions League final. The transfers can be as unrealistic or realistic as we like. There's a big focus on the transfer window. And finally, of course, don't get butthurt if I sell your favorite player. There's the rules. Let's get into the rebuild. So this is our starting 11 here for season number 1. Definitely not the worst team in the world, but a lot of areas that desperately need improvement. My goals for this opening window are to bring in a new striker and probably a new centre midfielder instead of the king himself. Gary Gardner? Is it Gary or is it Craig? I don't know. But we have made our first signing in charge of Birmingham City. It is the American striker, Josh Sargent, coming across for £2.1 million from Werder Bremen. And our first departure here is the 28-year-old defender Mark Roberts, leaving for £1.75 million. Jacques Magoma is headed to the Brazilian league. The Congolese left midfielder. He looks like the budget Yannick Bolasie. I mean, a left midfielder from Congo, but he's headed to Brazil for £1.35 million. And since we have Josh Sargent, there is no need to keep around Lucas Józsefsky. Oh my god, I've butchered that name, but the English striker is headed to PSV. I'm getting rid of virtually every older player that's worth a little bit of money from our squad. Lee Camp, the latest player, off on an American adventure. And a massive English midfield signing that is bound to trigger any Wolverhampton fans watching this one. Morgan Gibbs-White is coming to Birmingham City here for £4.5 million. A little bit of a Midlands rivalry brewing up there. When it rains, it pours. I love to stir the pot. We have decided to bring Ezri Konsa from Aston Villa, our biggest rivals, but it's purely a smart decision. A 71 English defender, £4 million, welcome to Birmingham. The business is not over yet for this window. It is Jonathan Grounds leaving the club off to Shanghai for $320,000. And I have decided to loan out the young star Ryan Sturck, who's off to Bury. So there we go. A pretty busy transfer window to kick things off in charge of Birmingham City. Hopefully made our side a little bit better and hopefully going to keep us out of the relegation dogfight for this first season. Just a quick little look at how the side is coming along now. Ramos, I'm going to give him a couple seasons hopefully to grow a little bit, but I'm very intrigued as to how our side is going to grow and how our side is going to go. Well, the relegation battle isn't going to plan right now. We're coming second last in the championship, 23rd position on 20 points, but the little bit of optimism I have comes in the fact that we're only a point out of the relegation zone. And if we win one game, we could go all the way up to 19th. So right now we're in a bad spot, but definitely not the worst spot. I mean, we could be Hull. Gonna continue the clean out of the club here. It is that player. I'm not even gonna try pronunciating his name, but he's off to Fulham for 800k. But Maxime Colin is headed to Boca Juniors for £3.65 million. So that gives us a bit of money to go do some business. And we have decided to upgrade in the defense at the right back spot. It is Sylvain Hefty coming across from FC St. Gallen for £4.1 million. So there we go. Hefty into the club. Colin and Kieftenbeld. I pronounced his name right the first try. I should have tried before. Kieftenbeld. I should know this. I'm German. Anyways, that's the business we've done. Are we going to survive relegation? We have done it with relative ease. You love to see it. We end up finishing in 20th position here. Barnsley, Luton Town and Hull all relegated. Fulham and Nottingham Forest have automatically gone up, however. Man City win the FA Cup. The other side of Manchester United winning the Carabao Cup. West Bromwich Albion are joining Forest and Fulham up in the Prem. Barcelona are European champions. And Inter Milan, they take down Leverkusen to win the Europa League. So overall, I would say a decent start to life at Birmingham. On the field, we always knew it was going to be a tough start. But off the field, we have definitely laid the foundations, which is always my goal in the first few seasons. Season number 2 with Birmingham kicks off, and we have sold Cheek Keita here to the Norwegian League, I believe, or the Danish League for 1.3 million. David Davis, one of the coolest names. Not sure what his parents were thinking, but he's headed off to Reading for £710,000. And we have decided to sell our Swedish attacking midfielder, Kerem Mrabati. Oh my god, I suck at pronouncing names, but Kerem is headed to Genk. And we have immediately replaced him with a big signing, the Spaniard Manu Garcia, coming across from Sporting for £10 million on the dot, or £10.8 million I should say, but what a pickup. 76 rated, wow. And Harley Dean is off to the United States of America, off to Philadelphia for £2 million. Josh Dacker's Cogley is headed to Famalicão for £670,000. And David Stockdale, the former Fulham and Brighton goalkeeper, headed to AFC Wimbledon. I knew we had Craig and Gary Gardner, but Craig Gardner, he's leaving the club here. And Jeremy Bella is also leaving the club. We've managed to sell him for £5.1 million to Valladolid. I'm just clearing out our squad here. Josh McEachran, remember him? He's leaving for Dusseldorf. We got rid of Craig. Now it's time for Gary to go. He's off to Gremio. And Alvaro Jimenez is headed to Celtic Park, headed up there for 1.8 million. And it's all led up to what is a massive signing. I'm sure I'm giving a lot of you Ultimate Team players a little bit of PTSD right now, but Ryan Kent is coming back to English football, coming back from Rangers, headed to Birmingham City here for £10 million. So there it is, a pretty busy window. We have focused on our end, on quality over quantity, but I'm just trying to build out a very strong starting 11. And speaking of that starting 11 now, players like Sargent and Gibbs-White really starting to grow. The aggregate side has come up to like a 74, 75 rating now, which gives me a little bit of hope in terms of a potential promotion run. So definitely not in the hunt for automatic promotion, but we are definitely in the hunt for playoff football, which is a real contrast compared to this time last season. We're sitting in 8th place with Birmingham. But after our pretty busy start to the season in terms of spending big money, we have been unable to do any business to strengthen the side here heading into the second half of the season. Lads, we have missed out on playoff football by 4 points, coming in 7th position here, 4 points behind Derby County. In terms of the promotion, Brighton have gone undefeated and have seen themselves head back up to the Premier League along with Brentford. In the relegation side of things, it is Ipswich, Sunderland and Fleetwood Town going down. Manchester United have taken down Liverpool to win the FA Cup, but it's a reverse of that in the Carabao Cup. Sheffield United are joining Brighton back up in the Premier League. Liverpool have won yet another Champions League title. And the Europa League champions for this second season are Borussia Mönchengladbach. So a quick little look at how the squad is progressing here come the end of season number 2. Of course, if you want to have a closer look at any of the players, make sure you pause the video and have a gander there. But the squad is progressing quite nicely. Some players obviously better than others, some players lagging behind slightly, but players like Sargent are absolutely killing it for us. A young squad, a good squad. But we're going to crack on now with season number 3. The goal needs to be Premier League promotion. We're going to have to make some improvements to our squad to do that. I was giving Ramos a little bit of time to grow as a goalkeeper, but if we're serious about a Premier League promotion, we need to upgrade in between the sticks, and we've brought in some Premier League experience. We have brought Freddie Woodman from Crystal Palace for £8.3 million. Also going to bring in a few free agent regen players just to bolster up the squad numbers and make the aggregate age of the squad a little bit younger as well. This Alan Norberto guy looks like a decent prospect though. And it is another Brazilian player into the club, Paulo Lucas, the Brazilian centre back, joining us here as well. Now that I've got rid of a lot of the older players from our squad, it's hard to really do massive clearance sales like I had last season. So Not a crazy transfer window, but we did what we need to. With our limited budget, we brought in a new goalkeeper. That is exactly what we were after, lads. On the 1st of January, ourselves and Stoke City, they're killing it. Stoke City are 19 points clear, but we're 9 points clear in the automatic playoff spots or automatic promotion spots, so all going to plan so far. I have decided to part ways with our Danish left back, however. Christian Petersen headed to Sporting for £11.6 million. And that has allowed us to bring in another top quality English youngster, Brandon Williams, coming down from Manchester United for £12 million. I feel like I've brought in a lot of young English talent into this squad. So there it is, a left back focused transfer window. Williams in, Pedersen out. That is such a big pickup. Will it be a big enough pickup though to keep us in the top 2? Yes, it is! We have been comfortably promoted up to the Premier League alongside Stoke City. Stoke absolutely killed it, but to be fair, we killed it as well. We finished, 14 points clear of Norwich City, so that is exactly what we were after. At the other end of the spectrum, however, it is Middlesbrough, Barnsley, and Peterborough all being relegated. A Merseyside derby FA Cup final, which Liverpool have just walked, and Man City have won another Carabao Cup. Fulham will be joining ourselves and Stoke City up in the Prem next season. PSG finally get their hands on a Champions League title, and it is AC Milan taking down Bayer Leverkusen to win the Europa League. So there it is, lads. Season 3, we achieve our goal. Birmingham City, finally a Premier League club once again. It feels good, but now the challenge is survival. I am not here to mess around. Serge Gnabry is now our first signing of the Premier League era. We have signed the German superstar from Bayern Munich for £49.9 million. So that signing of Gnabry now means that we can sell Daniel Crowley. Crowley headed to Bournemouth for £12.3 million. Also going to make another improvement in the back line. It is William Saliba coming across here from Arsenal for £24.1 million. I have decided to loan out our young Brazilian player, Alan Norberto. He has a decent potential, so I want to help him get there. Again, I focused on quality over quantity for this transfer window. We need decent signings to keep us up in the Premier League, and hopefully Gnabry and Saliba can help contribute to that. So this is what the team is currently looking like. A few players hitting the 80s, Kenton Sargent and Garcia. Garcia is actually growing quite a lot, but Gnabry is going to be the man that hopefully carries us in the relegation battle. Relegation battle? What relegation battle are you talking about? We're coming 9th in the Premier League on the 1st of January on 34 points. I was not anticipating that. Let's go. Come on, the Blues. Going into overdrive for this transfer window, however, we have decided to sell Ivan Sunic to Atletico Madrid for a big sum of $36 million. And that means we have been able to go crazy and bring in another top quality player, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, coming up from London to Birmingham. And we've got him on a bargain as well. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, 85 rated, signing for £35 million from Chelsea. I'm looking to make this a very active January transfer window. Fran Villalba headed to Goodison Park for $10.3 million. And Jake Clark-Salter is headed to Ajax for $9.5 million. Also that we can bring in this quality defender by the name of Ozan Kabak, the Turkish defender, joining us here, 82 rated. We have signed him for £28.8 million from Man City. So there we go. Definitely a very busy January transfer window, but our squad has just gone up a different gear. We've only managed to go up one position between the halfway point and the end point of this season, but you know what? I could care less because we have finished in 8th position. That is a far cry from the relegation dogfight that I was preparing myself mentally for. In terms of the relegation battle, it's going to be Sheffield United, Crystal Palace, and Stoke City all going down. Liverpool get their hands on yet another FA Cup title, and they also managed to win the Carabao Cup here. Their luck ended here though because they've lost in the Champions League final to Barcelona, and Manchester United win an all-English Europa League final. But lads, again, here is a look at how the squad is progressing. A lot of players getting into the 80s, starting to leave a real mark on the side. And honestly, like I said, I sound like a broken record, but I did not expect us to finish this well. I thought a relegation dogfight was on our hands. I am loving the progress of this Birmingham City side. But fellas, that is where the 4th season with Birmingham City comes to a close. We crack on now to season 5. And I guess our goal needs to be qualification for European football? Season 5, and we have made another massive addition to our side here. Dean Henderson, £35 million to bring him across from Man United. Now an 84 rated player. That is a pickup and a half if I say so myself. The big business keeps coming and it won't stop coming. Wan-Bissaka joining us. I feel like we've raided Manchester United here. We've brought in Brandon Williams, Henderson, and now Wan-Bissaka. And my God, we've paid a pretty penny for him, £64.2 million. But he's 89 rated. Can you blame me? I have decided to loan out another one of our young Brazilian players. Paulo Lucas headed to Fenerbahce for the next 12 months. We have virtually no money in the club, so I wanted to get rid of some players so that we can do more business. Ezri Konsa headed to Watford, and we've managed to sell him for £43 million. That is a good deal on our end. And now that we have Dean Henderson, there is no point keeping Freddie Woodman at the club. Thank you for your service, mate, but you're heading down south. Headed to Brighton for 14.5 mil. Same deal here with Sylvain Hefty, a decent player for us, but when you're getting offered 63.4 bloody million pounds from Leipzig for a 25-year-old 81 rated player, you're going to accept that. That's virtually paid for the entirety of the Wan-Bissaka deal. Same thing with Alan Norberto. I'm going to send him out on loan once again this season, this time off to Nice. So there we go. A pretty goddamn busy transfer window in terms of big name signings. And the thing that makes me very excited is we still have a decent amount of money left over in our piggy bank to work with in January. So I'm going to assess the squad, assess the start of the season, and act accordingly. But speaking of the squad, this is how it looks. 85 rated players here, there, and everywhere. We went from having a piss poor side to a very good side in what felt like no time. Our hunt for European football is well and truly alive. We find ourselves in 5th position here on 48 points come the 1st of January. 2 points behind Arsenal, 3 points behind City. I mean, technically, we're in the title race. I told you guys I wanted to make a big name signing here, and we have done just that. Another Englishman, Dele Alli, joining us here. Dele Alli has signed on for £90 million. He was at Arsenal, which I found quite funny, but £90 million to bring Dele Alli from Arsenal. Obviously, when you're signing Dele Alli, that's going to be the big talking point of the transfer window. Very excited to have him in the squad. We've done it, lads. I was going to say we snuck into the top 4, but we did it actually quite comfortably. We finished 11 points ahead of Man United, which is not what I expected at the halfway point of the season, but we are now a bona fide top 4 side, and we're going to have European football in season 6. Relegation wise, it is Brentford, West Ham, and Fulham all relegated. We could have had our hands on our first piece of silverware, however. We lost the FA Cup final to Arsenal. Liverpool did win the Carabao Cup this season, however. Man City are the Champions League winners. And Villarreal win on penalties in the Europa League final. What unbelievable progress we are making here with Birmingham City. And we now have European football to look forward to in season number 6. Come on, lads. I really want to see what we can do in terms of having a good run at the Champions League this season. That is exactly why I have decided to sign Mikel Oyarzabal. The Spaniard, who is 89 rated, joins us from Real Sociedad here. Not overpaying too much, to be honest. £73.6 million is a decent sum. And I have decided to part ways with Ruben Loftus-Cheek. He's not really growing too much anymore. 28 years of age, 85 overall. So he's off to Juve for £60 million. Making a big addition to our backline here. Ruben Dias is signing from Borussia Dortmund, 88 rated for the Portuguese defender. We're signing for 70 million. So there we go. Big business happening here at Birmingham City. Very happy with what we've been able to do so far, and very keen to see what we can do moving forward in the Champions League. And to take a look at the squad that is hopefully going to get the job done this season, it's a good team. I mean, a lot of our squad is absolutely sorted. I want some more players like Kobach and Gibbs-White and Williams to keep growing, but overall, I'm pretty satisfied at the moment. But we have been dealt a tough group in the Champions League here. AC Milan, Leipzig, and Sparta Praha. I would love to, and I would like to think that we're going to get out of the group, but it's going to be a test nonetheless. There it is, lads. We are into the knockout rounds of the Champions League for the first time. We finished second in our group. AC Milan, the gold standard, but we're 4 points ahead of Leipzig. And definitely a good test to see where we're at, as we have been drawn up against Borussia Dortmund in the round of 16. A title challenge at Birmingham City is on the cards, however. Liverpool 5 points ahead of us. We're in second position, but again, all I want this season is, obviously I'd love to win the Premier League, but top 4 is essential. I have decided to part ways here with William Saliba. We've sold him to Mainz for 44.4 million. And I have done that so we could bring in another Frenchman into the club to replace him. It is Lucas Hernandez, signing from Wolfsburg for 59.4 million. I have decided to sign Adam Armstrong, a player that you probably weren't expecting. Adam Armstrong is going to come onto the bench here as a backup player in case anything happens to Sargent. So there we go. Hernandez and Armstrong in, Saliba out. Champions League knockout time. Let's get it. Here we go, lads. The home leg up first, which I'm not always a huge fan of. I love the away leg first, just for the pure fact that you do get the away goal advantage if you do score, obviously. But we're not going to let it hold us back. The scoreline after the first leg is a 1-0 loss. That is not good. Dortmund have that away goal advantage now. So a bit of work for us to do here as we head to a tough Signal Iduna Park. We need to score. That is without a doubt a part of the equation. But if it ends up as a 1-1 draw, Dortmund do go through. The scoreline is going to be a 2-1 win. We're through to the quarterfinals. Let's go! Away goals rule actually helped us out. Let's go! But we are facing our group stage opponent who went undefeated, AC Milan. Quarterfinal time, lads. We're at home again for the first leg. Let's keep a goddamn clean sheet, please. Let's see what we can do as we get into this first leg here at home. The scoreline is going to be a 1-1 draw. Not the worst, not the best, but they do have an away goal to lean on. All right, we travel away to the San Siro here for the second leg against AC Milan. A 1-1 scoreline, so again, we need goals in this second leg. A two goals would be great for us. Nope, 2 goals for them would be great. And we're out in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Unable to win a maiden Premier League title here at Birmingham City. We finish in second position, but it's not all doom and gloom. We're in the Champions League again next season. Burnley, West Brom, and Sheffield United, however, they're gone. We've lost in the FA Cup final again. What can I do? What can I do to get some silverware at this club? Scratch that. We've done it. We get our hands on the Carabao Cup, taking down Man City 2-0. That's our first trophy in the 6 seasons we have spent at Birmingham City. This makes me feel a little bit better. The team we lost to won the Champions League. That gives me a world of confidence. A pretty big Europa League final. Atletico Madrid vs Chelsea. Atletico Madrid win that. Put a fork in it. It's done. That's season number 6 with Birmingham City done and dusted. And the goal desperately needs to be a deeper run at the Champions League in Season 7. I have decided to bring Scott McTominay into the club for £55.3 million, 86 rated, He's going to be a very handy bench player. Also decided to strengthen up in our goalkeeper department in case anything happens to Hendo. Alexander Nubel coming across from Mainz for 23 million. I'm in full-on insurance mode, and I know that our insurance and our team is good when I'm signing players as backups who would get into virtually every starting 11 in the world. Emerson, 38.8 million from City. So there it is, a transfer window focused on insurance and backups, really making sure we have no excuses for not being able to win the Champions League this season. McTominay, Nubel, and Emerson in. A tough, but not the toughest group in the Champions League this season. Leverkusen, always very good in career mode, but Ajax and Spartak Moscow, I don't expect them to cause many upsets. So we haven't won the group again. Leverkusen do win the group, but we've made it through to the round of 16, and that's all that counts in my opinion. But we have been absolutely shafted. We're versing Real Madrid in the round of 16. Oh dear. Good to see, however, on the 1st of January, we are currently league leaders in the Premier League. Liverpool have fallen off the face of the earth. They're 13 points behind the pack. No real surprises that we have done zero business here in the January transfer window. I love the squad that we have, and I fully believe that we can go deep, if not all the way, in the Champions League with it. All right, round of 16 time. Real Madrid. Not an easy start in the knockout rounds, but this will give me the world of confidence if we're able to get past Real Madrid here. I'm quite nervous, I'm not going to lie. I can already see by the goal scoring things that they have some good players, but we are at home for the first leg. Come on, lads. Full strength, starting 11, and the scoreline is going to be a 3-2 win. We take the lead, but they do have 2 away goals, which makes me quite nervous. All right, time for the second leg here away at the Santiago Bernabeu. If we keep a clean sheet, we go through. It's as simple as that. But the scoreline is a 3-0 win. Oh my God. We have gone to the Santiago Bernabeu and beaten Real Madrid 3-0. You kidding me? Things not getting any easier though. Our quarterfinal opponent, Man City, the runners-up from last season. All right, Man City away at the Etihad for the first leg here. Finally getting an away game to kick things off, but I would love another 3-0 road win. Come on, lads. The scoreline after the first leg is a 1-1 draw. We get an away goal, but it's not the best. I mean, we do have that away goal to lean back on, but we need a strong second leg performance here against Man City. The scoreline is a 2-0 win. As easy as you'd like. Dele Alli and Garcia, the heroes, and we are one big step away from a Champions League final. The FIFA gods really do not want us to go all the way this season, do they? We've been drawn up against bloody City and Real Madrid, and now we've got Atletico Madrid. This is tough. All right, away. Grabbing our passports, off on a Spanish siesta here, away against Atletico Madrid. Come on, lads, away goals, please. No! Oh, we're 2-1 down. We have an away goal which we can lean on, but we are chasing our tails headed into the second leg. Here we go, lads. The home leg coming up here. Oh, we win 1-0, we go through. That's what I'm banking on. We need to win. Come on, lads. The scoreline after the second leg. A 1-0 win! I called it! I bloody called it! Mikel Oyarzabal has put us through to the Champions League final. Oh my God. So, it is Bayern Munich versus Birmingham City in the Champions League final here for season number 7. A massive, massive task. But given the fact that we have already overcome some tough teams, I am going into this full steam ahead. Taking a look around the other tournaments, however, Valencia are your Europa League champions. Birmingham City, Premier League champions. We finally get our hands on a Premier League title here at Birmingham City, which is going to be that's absolutely brilliant, and it means Champions League football in Season 8. West Ham, Bournemouth, and Brentford have all been relegated, however. We also did win the Community Shield at the start of the season, so we couldn't win anything at the start of the rebuild, but the The trophies are coming thick and fast lately. We're not, what is it with the FA Cup final and us? That's 3 FA Cup finals in a row that we've goddamn lost. Are you kidding me? And unfortunately, we couldn't go back to back in the Carabao Cup. But fellas, as we get into the Champions League final, this is a look at the squad we have put together in 7 seasons at Birmingham City. Now, this is very crucial, this game for me, because we've got a lot of players that are 29, 30 in the squad. I've really built my squad around a Champions League run this season. And if we do go down to Bayern Munich tonight, I'm going to have to make some massive overhauls to the squad next season. So this could be the final game for the large majority of our side. I mean, players like Dele Alli, Gnabry, or Yarzabal even, they could be leaving the squad if we lose tonight, and half the squad could be changed. But anyways, we're going into it positive-minded. Birmingham City versus Bayern Munich. Birmingham City, Bayern Munich, the Champions League final. Let's bring it to the blue side of Birmingham. It's a ball on the attack here. It's been a pretty cagey start to the game so far. Gibbs White going to Sargent. Gnabry, look for somebody, just calming it down here. Gibbs White, good run from Sargent, tough angle. Yeah, I didn't expect to score from there, to be honest. Bailey guy's fast. Good tackle, though, from Brandon Williams. He's lofted a counter-attack for us here. Dele Alli, good ball. Sargent shoots it, scores it! Josh Sargent, our first signing as Birmingham City manager, fires us into the lead in the Champions League final. How poetic is that? I red-timed it, which is why I was kind of a little bit hesitant when I scored it. I thought I missed it for sure. Good. They turn it over. Bayern are very sloppy in this first half. Sargent. Gnabry against his former side to Dele Alli, straight at Lopez. Yarzabal get the follow-up. It's a poor header. Don't concede on the stroke of half-time. Wagnerman pushing down the line. We're just jockeying here. That one goes in. Who is marking who? Thankfully, they hit it straight at Hendo, but that's poor defending. Corner for Bayern. It comes in near post. They're gonna... Oh my god, they've headed that one wide somehow. Wan-Bissaka, come on, I would love a goal here to double our advantage. Manu Garcia through Dele Alli, tough angle, holding it up. Manu Garcia, oh my god, we green timed it. If that block didn't come through, that would surely be a second goal here. Mario Hermoso, what a block from the defender, my god. Come on, lads, we've been all over Bayern lately. Dele Alli holding it up calmly, going here. The 1-2, Dele Alli's in a great position. Dele Alli tucks it home at the near post in front of our fans and doubles our advantage in the Champions League final here. A well-deserved goal. That is a neat finish from Dele Alli. Beautiful goal. Bayern are looking for an avenue back into this game. Can't allow them to get it. Koeman going there. We actually might be able to launch counter-attack because they're poor passing play. And now, Yarzabal doesn't have the most stamina in the world, but he's going through. He's going to put a beautiful ball into Manu Garcia. That is beautiful. That is poetic. And that is surely going to bring a Champions League title to Birmingham City. Come on, lads. There it is. That is the full-time whistle. What a performance. What a rebuild with Birmingham City. What a team we put together. Lads, I've had an absolute blast on this rebuild, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it as well. If you guys did, make sure you leave a like on the video. Subscribe down below if you're new around here. But my god, I hope you savor these title celebrations. It has been JarradHD here. I'm out. Peace.